What's happening, everybody? What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? Let's get our camera, our music. Nice. Okay, we're live on YouTube. Are we live on Twitch? Yes. All right, we're live. We're live, everybody. All right, let me turn that down. That's blasting. Guys, let me know before I get too carried away how I'm sounding, if I'm looking, so we can get this party started. I got about 2 hours. Let's see who's in here. Lamarth, what's up? Giuseppe, what's happening? Martin, what's up? What's up? B Cuddy. Yes, I got some free time. My wife took the kids to practice, solo practice, so I got about 2 hours. Hey, Petty, what's happening? Looking at sounding good. Awesome. You haven't been in here in a while, man. Or I guess I haven't done too many live streams, but yeah, anytime I get free time like this, I'm gonna hop in a live. So unfortunately, unless I plan it like way in advance, they're gonna be kind of announced the same day, essentially. Maybe sometimes the day before. But hey, Killer Prince, what's happening? How are you, Jeffrey? Print the Trucker, Truggy. Throwing me off with these early streams. Yeah, I know. We'll eventually get back to the usual. Yeah, I just got to get back into the rhythm of things, and I was on Discord, so yeah, I typically don't put them on there unless there was like something big happening. But I figured, you know what? Why not have a little fun one where a few of the regulars will drop in. So I put it up on Discord too. Hey, Papa's here. What's happening? All right, so today, well, first of all, as always, there is going to be a pinned comment. You don't see it here anymore because this is a combined chat with YouTube and also Twitch. But there is a pinned chat on both. Let me double check to make sure that I'm not lying. Yes, okay, so both platforms have a pinned comment. That'll take you to one of these bad boys right here. In about 2 hours, we'll pick a winner. You have to be present, but you don't have to be in the United States. This is a literally anyone in the world, anywhere in the world type of giveaway, and you get a bunch of credit to an account on Polymaker, which you can use to buy Filament. Yeah, cool stuff. So thank you, Polymaker, for that. Never used Polymaker. Well, maybe today we can change that. They're doing great. They're doing great. Thanks for asking. All right, so the reason why the thumbnail said rearrange some things, that's because every time I have some time and come down here to do some work, I am actively testing the S1 Plus here, but it takes up all of my space. I have no room for activities, literally. Anyone that comes down here, it's like the most overwhelming thing. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? So what I want to do, and I have two things to unbox. I have the brand new Chi2 Systems Filapartner E1. This was the first time seeing a name. Everywhere I've seen it online or through emails, it just said filament dryer. So there you go, Filapartner. That's Filapartner. What if I don't want a Filapartner? Anyway, we have the Filapartner, which looks really promising. Actually has a ton of really impressive features that threw me completely off. And we have the new Creality Space Pi 4. So I have the original Space Pi. I really like it. The only thing I don't like about it is the bottom of it heats up enough to warp a mat. So if you have it on one of those cutting mats, it warps the mat underneath. Otherwise, fantastic single dryer. Actually works really good with the Bamboo Lab H2D for the left or right, whichever one doesn't have your AMS if you only have one. And also I also have the Sunlu. God, there's so many of these things. The Sunlu S4 dryer, which is 4 bays. And I love that thing. I brought it to my office. That's where it resides. So these are different in that they have 2 separate bays with 2 separate settings, and they have their own separate things. I actually don't know if this one has 2 separate settings, but Chi2 has been making really good filament. on top of all the resin stuff that they're doing. Really good filament. I have a bunch of it down here for testing. So eager to see how those are going to go head to head, and maybe I'll do a video on something like that, you know? Yeah, it threw me off, man. The whole thing I was trying to say was broken by that. Oh, it's funny. Hey, Bearded Printer, how you doing? Yes, they do look neat. I'm excited. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? But yeah, so another thing I did is I printed this big box on here. I like boxes. Put some carbon on top. It's empty for now, but I want to find some black foam. Maybe this will have some of that condensed black foam. I put a rubber seal in there. Yes, there is some weirdness going on the top layer, but that's it. This thing crushed it. Otherwise, it's quite literally perfect. Otherwise, yeah. So box to just put my crap in because there's overwhelming amounts of things. I'm gonna get into multi-bin at some point and multi-board, which I'm really excited about. I ordered $650 worth of Polymaker filament. Hey Zumi, how you doing? Yeah, I ordered $650 worth of filament for upcoming projects. So I'm really excited about that. Evil Sun Giants sitting there watching. Yeah, exactly. It looms over me. Just $650 this time. Just before this order was $375. So I'm on a roll with as much filament as going through here. It's kind of insane. Rookie numbers. Well, you can add the $375 for the total. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. So that's gonna be multi-board. That's gonna be death racers. I ordered a whole bunch of TPU to test with. Because TPU seems fun. But what I want to do, and maybe you guys tell me how you want to do this. Do you guys want to unbox these things and check them out first? Or should we move some things around here and get some space back? Here's what I want to do. Behind here, which you can't see at the moment, I have an A1 Mini with an AMS and some dryers. I'm going to remove the dryers, and I'm thinking I'm putting this thing down there because it's pretty much the only other place it will fit. And it'll be low enough to kind of hang out instead of all the way up there. So that'll be good. I can put the Mini where this thing is, the T1. And the T1 is going to go into overflow since I have the S1. And I already did a video on the T1. Then there's also the H2D, which I'm using and testing. And I need it up here. And I got to contemplate what to lose. And I'm thinking at the moment is the 85X. And the reason why I want to take the 85X down is because I want to have it over here to do a video on because it's a really affordable multicolored machine that deserves some love. So then I have to fit the H2D up there somewhere, and I'm not even sure that it can. So that's what I have to do in the room. So you guys tell me, do you guys want to check out the products first or move some things around for, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes and then get into the products? I thought I was going overboard in my $100 order this morning. Gotta pump those numbers up. That's right. Some rookie numbers. That's funny. Hey, Tulsa. Yeah. I gotta hop in whenever I can, you know. Oh, we got pics being sent in DMs. Uh-oh. Just let me know what machines you need me to come get. I gotta talk to you. That room is full to the brim, so we gotta have a chat for sure. I'm sure the HDD is perfectly fine in the middle of the road. I mean, first of all, it is fine. It's been quite the printer. I've actually recently I was in some Facebook group, which is my first mistake. Like, don't go to those guys. They're so toxic. But I was in one of those people just complaining how terrible the machine is, and I was just reading about what the problems are, and I can't. None of them are bad. Like, none of them are actual real problems. They're like problems that people have with the company, which doesn't make the product bad necessarily. They just don't like how the company is ran. Most of the people that are complaining on Reddit and various groups and whatnot. I don't know. As far as the performance goes, it's insane. It's probably one of the most insane machines that I have here, along with this thing. I don't even know what to really put it up against. Because I never finished this thing, so I don't have another multi-head machine. But maybe I'll put another one on there. I do have one more finished. It's built. Maybe I'll just do a 2-head for now. I don't know. Dealer's choice. Show us the good. Move around first. Okay, see, we're battling here. Yes, one still works. So many issues with my clogs. Heat break. Well, I've only printed 2 benchies, one slow, one fast, and then this box with a spool of carbon fiber PLA. That's it so far. I haven't printed anything else, but I haven't had any issues. The only issue I had was that one of the screws came loose during shipping, the thing that holds the bed, and it got stuck to a magnet up there, and it wasn't homing, and I thought it was broken. It wasn't. It was just a screw. So far it's good. Yeah, if you know, I was about to ask what should I look out for, but your whole list is kind of scary. I haven't printed with the door closed. I think only the benchies were. Everything, no, they weren't. They were open. Yeah, everything I've printed so far has been with open doors. So I guess next time I test it, I'll make sure that the doors are closed to kind of test out the heat break situation. Well, you got to make room. It would be pointless to open more printer. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Zumi, this is on point right here. I like this. Trying to use it in your computer. Just got about an hour or so. Oh, nice. Yeah, it'll take a little minute, but you'll like it. You'll like it. I go to Reddit for my phototoxicity. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of, I guess, I don't even know why we do this, right? Like, most social media is so toxic. I've specifically, especially on Instagram, I've been specifically, like, you know, press and holding and just removing things that I don't care for on a daily basis, and it's definitely helped, like, mentally. I stopped going on Twitter as well. That also helps. And Reddit. Both things I kind of avoid now. The Bamboo Lab forums are hilarious. They really are. I literally went on there just to see, like, what's up. And actually, the only reason why is because 3D and T, my boy Dave, posted a video about his AMS2 Pro heating. And I had no idea you can heat on it. So that's why I went there. I don't remember what I searched, but some post came up about other things. I found no information about it heating. But that's what I was looking up. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Just put the printers up on Discord. Yes, I will. But I have a pact with B Cuddy. He gets the first litter. He's a moderator on Discord. You get privileges when you're a mod, you know? Oh, hey, you know, right. Yeah, but ugh, God, there's just so much to talk about this. For the bit of time you used on the Sideliner X2, did you get extruder motor issues? Possible bad stepper ribbon cable? No, the Sideliner X2 was always pretty good all the way up until the point I let it go. The only thing I had with it, Aaron, was the bed leveling was just tough. It, like, sometimes was great, sometimes was not great. Open door ABS printing. Nice. Awesome, Quinn. Doing good. Doing better. Everything's good. Been playing with the door closed, no issues with PLA. Nice, on the S1. Cool. Just sent out an update today that added heater. Oh, they did. Okay, so I need to get that thing back up, and that's also true. That's right. So much privilege. Yeah. Okay, that's great. I really want to use that. That's awesome. I didn't even know it had that feature. So that's crazy. Like, this machine is insane. I don't know what's going on, but I think there's hate revolving other things, like everyone else is saying, but, like, this thing is incredible. Obviously, it's a $2,700 printer. It better be incredible. But how are things going with your Plus 4? I just printed with it today. I printed ABS, 2 colors, not with a box or anything, but, like, 1 color and then swap to another color. I'll show you what it was. My camera. Whenever I get groceries for my office, come on, Cam. I put my grocery bags. My camera lost me. I put my grocery bags on my car seat and my car freaks out. So I have to, like, buckle them in, and sometimes it's really awkward. It's annoying. So I just printed one of these little seat belt things in ABS real quick on the Plus 4. I mean, the Plus 4. I was just talking about this with a buddy of mine. I think the Plus 4 is probably one of the best deals if you want something that can print hot. My example was I wanted to print PPS. And there's only several machines that can even print PPS, and none of them are $700. So yes, I'm fully aware of the issues that the Plus 4 had. I obviously have videos on how to fix it. Mine has the new SSR and their upgraded SSR in there. So I mean, I can print. It prints. It's the best quality hot filament printing machine that I have, bar none. I guess the only thing that's coming close is this, but this is 4 times the cost, 5 times the cost. I can't do basic math. But they're in a different league. They're not. It's hard to even compare them. So, solar prints are co-organized into 3, but still spreading. Yeah, nice, good. Camera lost the other printer. Yeah, it did. Evo's son photobomb. Nice. Yeah, Frank, the +4 is it's just good. It's just a good machine, solid machine. Man, my camera is not following me around today. All right, let's do a little bit of cleanup, and then we'll get into the fun products, because I do want to get to those. Yeah, for the money, what it does. Well, okay, so I also, right next to my +4, I have the Q1 Pro. And as much as I'd like to say the same thing, it not having a heater, and not having a cutter, I know that's like a maybe still, because their box isn't out. But because of that, because the +4 has that going for it, plus the upgradability potential, and the features that it has, obviously, I would strive for the +4 over the Q1 Pro. But I totally get what you're saying. If it's just cost related, yeah, that thing is good. Oh yeah, it does have a heater chamber. It's the little guy on the bottom left that you have to cover because it's live. Steve, you're right. It literally has it has power running to the heater blades. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But still, okay, I know what it does. I know what it doesn't have. It doesn't have the super hot end. How about that? +4 gets hype because of the value. I know folks who have pushed it even further with replacing tool head, bed, bigger fan, heater, installation, goes over 100C chamber. Yeah, I believe that. Hey, 3D Medic. All right, let's do this. Okay, this guy can get closed. I don't think there's a shutdown feature on this. I think we can just pull it. I think that's the point of that internal thing that it has. So let's turn that off. Yeah, see, like stays on even though I fully unplugged it. And it'll safely shut down Clipper in the back and then shut itself down. Pretty cool. That's crazy. Look how long it stays on. That's pretty impressive. It's, it's unplugged. How long are we going? Wow. Oh, there it goes. The lights are dying. Oh, that's cool. That's way longer than I expected. And a great feature, by the way. All right, so we'll do this. The FL-Sun's enormous. Yeah, it's something else. It really is something else. Here, let me turn off the bamboo machine, because that will go over there. This dryer. Okay, let me get. I know I'm going to be off screen for a second, but I got to make room for this. Let me cut this TPU, because it was printing out of a heater. Let's move this heater back into here real quick. And there we go. And this heater I will put on the floor for now. Okay. Do I need to turn this off to move and stuff? Oh, there we go. Sorry guys, camera's gonna be secondary to me. Also, by the way, this little chopper over here, I put a little video that my daughter and I did on testing that little thing on my RC channel, 3D Print SOS RC. If you guys want to show a little love, hit a like on that video. Yeah, monster printer. Yeah. I'm not sure whether you're going to review the Centauri Carbon, but so major extrusion problems. I'm very disappointed. Elegoo. I have messaged Elegoo on every platform that they have. And I have not heard anything back. I remember at some point early on, someone replied back to me and said that they didn't have any in stock, but that was ages ago. And I've since then tried to reply to them and heard nothing. So that's unfortunate. I don't know. I would love to, because that is a deal as well, and I'd love to check it out firsthand. Kill it. That's funny. All right. So here's the thing with the bamboo machine. I got to get to the cable because it has a really short power cable, like a really short one, and you can't remove it. So what a hurdle that is. And I have this attachment on it that requires 2 hands. Let's back on up. Back on up. Oh, can't set it on that. Okay, we're going on the floor. That's a horrible place to put it, all things considering. Gotta empty some poops. I haven't emptied these poops in a little while. Okay. Now this thing's in the way. This guy, the T1, I routed the cable in a particular way, I recall. But before that, let's move this behemoth and hope not to get a hernia. Do you still have your OG? I do. I have, I believe, 3 of them still. I have one that's completely untouched and stock. I have one that has my extruder mod on it and clipper, I believe. And then I have one that I started expanding to 400 by 400 with all the mods ever and all those 3D printables that I was designing at the time. And then I ran out of not only time, but printers exploded and I just couldn't do it anymore. All right, so I have to lower this thing all the way down on the floor. So let's go as low as my table will go. All right. This thing goes down to the shin level, which is incredible. Maybe Feder 2.0 needs a new home. So he is going to have to move from there because I'm having some construction done to the house amongst everything else. So we need to run a new panel over. So I have to move a bunch of stuff for the electrician to move power from here, as well as plumbing. So that's going to be exciting. Better liquidated those board games. So much room for activities. I love board games. We still play. I love the collection. I do have an idea for what to do with that area. And that's going to be coming up soon. That's partly why I ordered all that filament. That's a hint. All right. I got to manhandle this thing over there, and I'm really worried about it. I know there's handles, but, like, are they in a useful spot? Do I go forward and bear hug it? Gosh, this thing is... I mean, there's no way this is how it was designed to be moved, right? Now we're going. Can't hold the screen area. We could try like this. No. 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 We're gonna have to go sideways and then turn it. How do you move this? I can't get a good grip on it. If I hold there, lift this bad boy up. Nope, 0 chance that's happening. All right, hold on. We gotta plan this out better. So the handles worked when it was on the floor. So maybe I have to lower it down first. Let me try the handles again. Yeah, see if I don't want to crush the screen. All right, so maybe one handle and then the rubber thing down here. Okay, yeah, that's how we're doing it. I'm already going. Oh, I just hit something. Oh yeah, little K2 got a little bruise. No big deal. All right. This thing is crazy. This is a abomination. All right, that's where that's gonna live. That's insane that this machine right now is it's as tall as an entire shelving unit, his entire IKEA Kallax table, and the K2 Plus, K2 Plus. I think that's a 350 by 350 by 350. My God. Okay. So, what's next? I hope. I mean, I don't really want to move my K1 Plus. But how is the K2D? How's the H2D going to fit over here? We'll just keep Creality together, and then maybe, man, I guess I'm putting the H2D here. I'm just worried that I won't be able to open the AMS up there. But we can gamble that. We can gamble that. Put this over there. Let's get this unplugged. Hang the plug in a way where it doesn't fall. All right, this machine. Let's get this machine somewhere in this area temporarily. Okay. Now we're doing stuff. Get the table back to a reasonable spot. Please no, Uncle Jesse. Speaking of that, can I open the doors in this area? Yes. Okay, perfect. This is actually a perfect spot for this machine. Also, interestingly enough, it is quieter than the T1 Pro. The S1 Pro is, in fact, quieter than the T1 Pro. The T1 Pro, I can't even be in the same room as it's so loud. So, that board game table you printed, yes, it is really cool. It really is. Like, I walk into the office and it's just like it's a conversation piece, and it's really nice. We try to play there somewhat regularly, like at a minimum once a month, if at all possible, like if work allows type thing. Like if we have a break at some point, it's nice to get away from a screen. So it's definitely going to get more use there than here. Just push it off the table. I had a situation with Super Racer yesterday. I assume there's much more. Yeah. The Super Racer, I think, will fit inside there pretty easily. I think it's almost, yeah, it's crazy. Lift at your knees. Yeah, too late. Oh man, looks like how my print farm looks like how my print farm room in my house looked until my wife told me to move several of my printers to the basement. Yeah, I mean, this is my basement. I can't move them any further, you know. Nice fridge. Okay, so next up is the H2D. It has to come up there, and this thing is so heavy. This is another. I actually wonder which one is heavier. The H2D is extremely dense, but at least on the H2D, I can remove the AMS, which I had no idea has a heater, and I'm really excited for that actually. This printer at least has handles on the bottom, and that is a huge plus. So you guys are gonna stare at my behind as I try to get under this thing and lift it somehow. This channel just turned weird. I'm loading my basement printers. They just tie down straps. All right, let's see if I'm capable of lifting this by myself while it's this low and not tear my jeans. Oh, my. Okay. Hopefully I don't break the screen. I gotta move my microphone to the other side. Sorry guys if that was loud. Hopefully noise cancellation did its thing. Here, I'll put this inside for a second. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me remove this. This will make it a little lighter, too. All right, let's go. Okay. Now we kind of just wiggle it, lean it, Wow. What has 3D printing become, guys? I was just putting together enders. But now this is a 3D printer? Okay. Okay, problem number 2. Now the heavy breathing ensues. Who would have thought that this is such hard work to move these machines? So here's the thing. One, look at the size, by the way. It's almost identical size to my Voron Trident 300. Should come with scissor lifts. So the AMS will fit up here forward. Here's the problem. The problem is that I can't get access to the back of this machine like this. And the problem there is occasionally I have to do things on the back of this machine. For example, if you print with TPU, you have to swap over. You can't use the AMS. You have to swap outside the AMS. And you have to get behind it. So I think the solution there, and I'm not going to do this today because I will definitely blow my back out. I think the solution there is to swap these two machines. If I swap these two machines, that means I can, maybe not at the moment, but I can at least get to the side of the machine and be able to get back there. For example, I don't have a poop chute on this. So if I do any multicolor, that's just going to litter back there. See, these are kind of like the interesting little things about these machines. I love my jorts, man. I just blew the crotch out a little bit. That's unfortunate. You got to take them off once in a while. Anybody know where that's from? Machines are becoming stratusized. Yeah, they are. Maybe swap K2 Plus and the H2D. Yeah, the K2 Plus needs less. Okay, so I can't do that because if you notice, there's a size difference. I had to take the legs off of this lower unit so that this can be even remotely like underneath my shelving. So I can't swap them. This has to stay here or it has to go. That's the options. I actually want to give this machine another chance. I have this CFS unit is faulty, and they sent me a new one. And that's why I've never made a dedicated video for this machine, because it was literally just giving me nonstop issues. I tried it with the CFS that I used for my K1 Max, and it fixed the problem. So they sent me a new one. So this machine is back, but I haven't used it yet. And well, I did use it, but I was using it single color for the table. So for this next project coming up, I think I will be able to use it because it's a large machine. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any other option, to be honest. I kind of have to just deal with it. Can I reach the things back here? Like, can I? Oh, okay, they're right here. That's not as bad as I thought. And the third one, can I reach from this side? No. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But I can, okay, that's right here. Can I? Oh, okay. So you can reach them all. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the only thing I need to find a solution for is some kind of bucket that doesn't need to sit on a surface, because I don't have a surface to put it on. Okay, so at least that's something. And then I have to connect these two items, which I'm not sure how I will connect those things. So this PTFE tube I can easily reach. It's right here. So that's that. Yep. And the plug, where is the plug? Is it something I can do blind? Nope, no chance. What do you guys think? Is there, let me see, let me find out the back of a photo. Bamboo Lab, H2D, images. Rear. I mean, if I set up a chain of mirrors. Okay, so it is not this one, right? Or is it? Okay, it is. Let me see if I can reach that. Drop this down. It would be facing this direction. Can I physically reach that from where I am? The answer is no. No way. Okay, I'll have to find some other way later. I just wanted to update that thing, but I can do that a little later. So it's about to the center, about right here and down. Can I reach it? No. Okay, I'll have to do that later. I just don't want to rotate it. It's so heavy. That's funny. Do you have a step stool? Yes, I do have a step stool. Maybe I'll print a step stool. The HD is going to make your whole basement shake. You know what's crazy, though, is that machine is really quiet. Like, they did a really fantastic job with the noise. It's so much quieter than the X1C. It doesn't make any of the banging noises. The fans are quieter. It's just a really refined machine. I kind of like it too much. Like, I don't know. For some reason, for whatever reason, I'm not sure exactly why. I like this machine more than the X1C. I just think that, like, not that I hated the X1C. I still think it's one of the best machines. Just because of what it did for the whole 3D printing community and just 3D printing in general. Like, every company really was transformed by that machine. But for some reason, I feel like this one is even more special. Like, it's some kind of next level. It's more than just the 3D printer. It's like a showcase of tech. And I don't really care if I get hate for that. That's just my opinion. Wall? Who needs walls? That's right. I can knock down the wall. That's right. If you go on the other side of the wall, make a hole. You know what's funny is I can get back there, actually. Low HD has surpassed my thoughts on the X1. Yeah, I'm in that boat at the moment. And like I said, I had no idea that it had a heating element inside, that's a whole nother thing. Okay, power. Can I connect power to this? And that's gonna be a no for me, dog. How can I get that over there? Great. That's gonna be an entire challenge in its own. All right, hold on. I'm gonna give this thing one more try. I have an idea. Let me unplug this. Can I do it one-handed? Almost. Almost out. Come on, AMS. Okay, got it. Come with me. All right. One. Let me unplug it. That's one. Two. Can I reach the power cable now? Yes. Will there be power? There's another reason why I enjoyed the GTech Plus 4 with the power cable and button on the side. Now that this is a thing, can I reach this from here? Oh, I'm so close. got to be like right there. All right, I have an idea. I have this stool. Camera. Peekaboo. Camera. Oh, there he goes. All right. I have this stool. Let me see if this helps. This is comedy. All right, stool. Stay strong. We're going to get this AMS connected no matter what. If I break my legs, who do I blame? All right, here's the poop chute. Where's the plug? All right, you know what? I need my phone. My phone's over there. Great. I'll get my phone. I'll turn on the camera. This is also, I don't rotate it. This is kind of ridiculous. All right, here we go. Flip the camera. Here. Oh, I was going way lower. The plug is right next to the top here. Oh, that's a bummer. I could have very easily have reached it. Okay, so that's my fault. But also their fault. Because you gotta have somebody to blame. You can't just be taking all the blame yourself. It's actually right at the top. So I could have reached it. All right, let's drop this here. Get this back. Throw it up here. Let's connect our tubing. There we go. We'll bring up this cable through here. And let's plug it into our AMS. And bam. All right, now let's boot this bad boy. Ow, ow. Okay, I only have one other heavy thing to lift. Can this open? Okay, let's move it all the way forward. Can it open? Yes. That will work. All right, let this thing get online so I can do that update and check out the heated stuff. Filament in, magic out. That's the deal. Okay. That's fun. Let's go here. Let's go firmware. Nothing yet. Let it sit for a minute. Probably has to call home and give it all my information. Let's go back. It's on the Wi-Fi. Nothing. I might have to do it through the app. Oh, camera. Sorry, guys. Might have to do it through the app, which I always hated. All right, let me catch up with everybody. Heating the AMS2 Pro is also available on X1C with new firmware. That's great as well. I did see that. That's cool. Yeah, it's some kind of, you know, it's not a new concept. The new concept there is that each tool head can have an AMS unit, and up to 4 AMS units. So you can quite literally have 8 AMS units, and each tool head can have its own. And then when the color switches between the two, there's no waste, because it doesn't need to purge. It only purges once. So, printed a wallet with TPU and PLA using dual nozzles. Came out perfectly. My favorite wallet. Nice. That's great. I've had my wallets over there. I've had my wallet that I 3D printed back on my original Ender, and it worked forever. I recently reprinted it because it finally gave out after all this time. I believe in you. Thank you. You're gonna get to see Feder crush the A1 Mini and AMS Lite. Yeah, I do have to put that up, but I gotta move the T1. So someone distract those. Yeah, that's funny. Yes, please. More than 7 would be nice. Hey, nice. Thank you for becoming a member, Beard Printer. I appreciate it. You missed. I got the H2D in place and plugged up and ready to go. Can you come rearrange my house next? Yeah, yes. That's funny. Up to 25 colors? I thought it was 16 per side. But what do I know? Okay, how's this? Is the update doing a thing? No. Okay, let me check on the phone. Like I said, this was I was critical of this on the X1C. Like I don't like that you can't get updates in the same way if you don't use this app. It kind of blocks you out. All right, devices, HDD combo. Let's see, where does it go? I do remember there was a thing in here somewhere. Devices idle. Let's go view all maybe. Cooling, nope, not here. Nope, this is movement. Filament, no. Okay, there's got to be another spot. Okay, here we go. Machine assist, print options, firmware version. No, I don't have any updates, which is weird because this machine hasn't been on in like a week. You guys are saying there was a feature today? Is it on here? Filament. Can I click this? Filament dry setting. Look at that. How hot can it go? Can it go 70? 65. Start. Please remove and store the filament as shown. Oh, right. Right. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now. And it looks like... Okay, this one is already out. No, I'm not going to do that right now. It'll be a whole thing, and I'm far away from it and all that jazz. It's on here. How come I have the update? That doesn't make any sense. The machine hasn't been plugged in. The machine hasn't been plugged in like a week. Not yet. All right, we got 10 minutes. Let's get this room done. It already feels... This already feels so much better, which is awesome. Okay, let's get this thing out of here. Let me get its power cable, because I have this thing routed in the craziest way over here to get around everything. I can't wait to fix this with multi-board as well. I need a better place for these components and parts and screws and all that jazz. All right. I'm talking max organization, OCD style. That's what I'm after. All right, we got power cable for the T1. Great machine if you have another room to put it in. Let's remove this kit. I can go over here for now. All right, where am I going with this? That's gonna go in another room. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I like the removable panels. Look at that. I was trying to find a way to remove the panels on that, but it's a whole lot of screws. This has like quick releases. Oh my, this weighs nothing. This is a little baby in comparison. All right, now don't break it. Let's put it next to the V400. And that 5 kilogram spool is going to be moved to the S1. Not right now, but that's the plan at least. All right, power cable can go into my pile of power cables. Now let's figure out how I'm going to get the bamboo in here. All right, this thing can spin like that. And then the power. Okay, I'm gonna have to manage the power in an interesting way since this cable is so short. I don't know if it'll reach over to my power situation over there. Let's figure it out. All right, little printer. Did you guys see the new automation for this thing? Well, it's not automation, but someone made this like faceplate and like a tilt mechanism. So when it finishes a print, it like because it's tilted, it just kind of shoots whatever to the side. Let me see if I can find where I saw that. Whoops. I think it was Maker World. It was A1 Mini automation. I love that shirt. Thank you. You can get one. These are mine. You can get one at 3dprintsos.com. Swap mod. Is that it? I don't recall. I thought it looked way simpler than that. No, this is swapping beds. Here, let's see if I can find it. Whoa, look at that. It was basically like lean the machine, and then there's a faceplate you put on that has a scooper, and it scoops the part off. What was it called? A1 Mini. Let's just do auto. Multi-board, 300 grams per 4 stack of 8x8, so 12 pieces per 1 kilogram spool, with enough left for 1 corner on side piece. Printed 40 wall pieces on 2 printers. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna redo this entire thing with multi-board, but I'm also gonna do the back of that with multi-board to separate it, because this is actually the back of the board game shelf. This isn't the front. Like the display is on the front. I have like things set up and not minis, but there's pieces over there that make it look cool. And this is just the back, and I want to keep it. I want that. It's my collection. I've had it for years and years and years. I'm not ready to let it go, so I want to keep that. But I want this side to be blocked, and I have a really good idea. I just saw it, and I can't believe I can't find it now. What would it be? Auto part removal. It's like it's similar to this, but obviously not. It uses like a scooper. Is this it? I see the leaning thing. Close. This doesn't have the scooper, but that's close. If I click this, can I go to the person's name? 3DQ. No, this isn't it. I do remember 3DQ though. Close. Swap systems? No, this is the other one. This is the one that swaps actual yeah, no, not this. What a bummer. It's such a simple design too. Well, when I find it, I'll have to try to post it somewhere. Whoops, I don't want that. I'll have to try to post it somewhere. It was yellow. It would be so easy to see if you were like looking at a bunch of them like this. I'd spot it from a mile away. Oh well, I'll have to find it and like post it somewhere, maybe on Discord or something. But I thought it was neat. It was a good idea, and it's free. In the sense that you don't need to buy any parts, and two, it doesn't just bash the tool head. So if you had something that really stuck to the build plate, that would potentially cause some damage. It has a literal scooper that you attach to the front. Okay, I can't find it. The latest tilted one looked interesting. Nat, do you know what I'm talking about, by the way? Yeah, you saw it too? Okay, okay, so I'm not the only one. The algorithm was working. Multi-board is insane, guys. Multi-board is next level. I got like a demo of some of the things that it can do, and it kind of blew my mind because of the other systems that it involves and like incorporates. Like multi-bin. Essentially, for example, one of the things that I want to do first when I have it up here is multi-bins are essentially just customized bins, kind of like Gridfinity in a way. They can be enclosed, they can be open. They can not only sit on top, they can also lock in. But the cool part is you can make a little mini ecosystem of multi-tools or multi-bin that attaches to your multi-board. So the example is I do a lot of soldering. I sometimes have to carry it with me. I take it with me to work, whatever it might be. So all my soldering stuff is in this like messy box. Everything's kind of in there. So you can make this neat system that has drawers, that has everything where you want it, that you can just pull off with a handle and set it down and use it. And then you can put it back on top. And if you're working here, you can just open it and use it. You don't have to take the whole thing off. That alone is a ridiculous system. It combines that plus threads. It's just next level. I don't know. Manifest video. Gotta block you on Twitch. Let's see. How do I do that? Click, click, click. Nope. Is it? Where is it? Where's the button? Hey, thanks BCuddy for subscribing. I think that means you're my first subscriber. I can't block that guy. I'll have to do it later. Whoops. I think that might mean that you are my my first member, subscriber. Finally broke down about small lab oven for filament drying as well as karaoke curing. Karaoke. Karaoke. Let me drink the rest of my coffee. And Gridfinity integration over multi-bin. I don't know. It depends. The cool thing is multi-board even has adapters for both the other systems, both Honeycomb Wall and Gridfinity. So that's interesting as well. Then subscribe for a month. You'll get a lot more help that way. You need to tell. You need me to tell you where the button is? Yeah, I couldn't see it. Where is it? This is pin. This is reply. I don't want to reply. Oh, here we go. I click on his name. Yeah, here we go. Ban. Banned. There you go. See ya. Fix it. Fixed it. Not a real honeycomb integration though. Only push fit, which is the worst. I mean, that's what I use here. I have a lot of gripes about this thing. Obviously, I'm a big fan. Look at it. But there's still things that I don't like, and I like the fact that multi-board's all in one place together. I really like that part. This you have to kind of go hunting yourself, whereas multi-board makes you feel kind of like a kit, which I like. But it's all good. Like I'm not trying to force anybody. Yeah, I mean, I think that happened to a lot of people. I have a lot of they call Gridfinity things all over my desk everywhere, and I also have Honeycomb Wall, and that was one of the reasons why I never jumped into multi-board, because I'm already this far in. But like I said, I've seen some things, and I'm ready. It's gonna be cool. Caracote. No, I know what it is. I just read it too fast. Haven't committed to... Yeah, if you haven't committed to a system, definitely take a look at multi-board. It's insane. Yeah, they have all sorts of connections between the two next layer by layer. All right, let's see if I can connect this thing so we can unbox the fun stuff. Will this reach is the real question. Or am I gonna still be mad at Bamboo for having the shortest power cables of any 3D printing company? Oh, it'll just barely reach. What is this that I have to unplug? I have to unplug this. What am I gonna lose? What is it gonna be? Power? What am I gonna lose? I'm gonna unplug this. Let's see. Let's see what we lose. What do we lose? Oh, just a red light. No big deal. Put that on over here. It just barely reaches. Okay, we got that. In fact, maybe I can move this whole... No, I can't. Okay, it has to stay here because my resin machines are plugged in there. All right, yep. This is the only place this can live. Right here. Nowhere else. What if I turn this way? Aha! I won't be able to put filament there. Okay. Bad idea. Move back. This is definitely not an ideal space for this printer at all. That's for sure. I don't like it. I'll have to find some other place. But for the time being, this is where she lives. I do still use this thing quite a bit. I don't want to let it go. It's a darn good machine. Good old A1 Mini. And I'll plug that in later when I pull the TPU out. Okay. Hey, JP. Yeah, there's a lot of free multi-board. I don't remember which parts of it specifically are paid. But the reason why I jumped onto the membership is because everything is like there in a bundle, much easier to jump in on, so you don't have to go like hunting. So I like that part. So I just went and jumped in. Okay, let's unbox something. We have just under an hour. Okay, guys, let me know here. Can I do a poll easy somehow? Oh, it has to be done on YouTube, right? Here, I'll switch cameras to maybe not this, but let's do what's this? Okay, here we go. Where is the easy poll button? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. All right, guys, let's do this. Ask a question. Which to unbox? I have to do this on YouTube, by the way. I don't know how to do this on Twitch. Which to unbox? We got Creality, Pi, 4X, or Chi2. What's it called? All right. Philip partner. My God. Let's start a poll. There we go. All right, guys. There's a poll on YouTube. So please let me know which one to unbox. I'll hang out for a couple minutes, talk about both of them, and we'll take a look. So here's the first thing we're looking at. It's a Chi2 Systems filament dryer. See, like there's no name here. Where's the filler partner? Oh, no. Yeah, 2 chambers, 4 spools, fuel. So this is a really cool system because this is a base on the bottom. Also, what? Is there an AMS standing on top of this? There is. It has a bunch of unique stuff. Okay, yeah, so there is 2 separate bays with presets. This is the cool part. So these things are separate boxes. Guys, if you're going to check this out, there's a link in my description. It's an affiliate link. I really appreciate you using it. But it has these storage boxes that hold 2 apiece. and they press on to the heating portion. And that is really cool. Adjustable temperature range, so we can go to 70. Okay, that's just, all my heaters go up to 70. Except for the Pi. Okay, so that's the Chitu Systems Philip partner. All right, and the Creality Space Pi 4, this thing is unique because it goes all the way up to 85 Celsius. 85. So now you can do much, much higher end filament in this, which is cool. But it does not come apart like that. It's not modular. But really good looking user interface. I feel like Creality has really, really stepped it up with UX and UI lately. That's a really good looking box. Like, it just looks nice. I wish this was just the AMS or the CFS, you know, but it is what it is. Triple safety, okay. Always like that. My compatibility, okay. For some reason they can do 2.85 like that. I guess there's still printers out there that do that. So yeah, this has openings on the top, in the lid, which I don't know if I like, because I did not like that on some other ones, but it is sealed, so you can fully seal it. So I guess the best part about this, not only is it 2 separate chambers, but the fact that you can go to 85C. That's pretty huge. Yeah, PACF, yeah, it would be perfect for that. Dual channel, oh, yeah, right. Energy efficient, as in, like, you don't have to use the whole box. And what they mean by this is the Fila dryer, no, the S4, the Sunlu S4. If you have one spool in there, you're heating all 4 of the bays, whereas here it's split. Space Dry 4.0. Wow, there's so many terms and names everywhere. And they obviously can't stack in any way. But yeah, that's cool. So this is $200, and I have a link here to the official site. And this one is a little bit cheaper and has a 5% off coupon. Oops, I'm not gonna sign in right now. So 158, and then the boxes are $35. So there's something to this. It's definitely neat. Can it hold a 3 kilogram spool? And also, I have this IBOS heater. It's literally right there. I like the thing about it, like that one, is that it spins the spools. But yeah, well, in this case, I would suggest the Polymaker poly dryer. The poly dryer is cool. You know, I have the dual. I made that dual mod, so that if you have 2 containers, you can dry them both at the same time. So, nice. Congrats, that's a huge step. Are you getting rid of printers, or did I mishear you? I will be getting rid of printers. I have a whole bunch to go through. Yes, I will. And when I do, they will go onto Discord. Very heavy discount. I usually do 50%. Literally 50% of the cost. It's not for me to make money on machines that I get for review. It's for me to sustain this YouTube channel. And a way for me to give back. You know, most of them I give away and donate anyway. But some of them, I gotta sell. All right, y'all. Let me check the poll on YouTube. So, okay, that's enough for me. I don't know how many voted. Okay, 29 votes. I'll take that. 66%. Chitu Phila partner. I can't believe the name. I can't believe the name. Phila partner? I can't believe it. All right, I'm going to end poll. Thank you guys for voting there. Whoops. Didn't mean to click any of those things. 37 people in there. 47 minutes left. All right, let's get to these. I'm going to lower this table just a bit. Let's go here. Bear with me for a sec. I'll adjust the camera. Let's go somewhere here. Somewhere here. Let's get my blade. Yeah, I have a feeling that I like. I don't have like an ideal dryer at the moment. I wish the poly dryer went a little bit hotter, and I wish it wasn't so loud, because mine is loud. Although I did hear, because since mine was really, really early on, I did hear that that was fixed. Also, black foam, perfect for this box. It's exactly what I wanted. Oh, it's a little too small. Darn. All right. Okay, so they just come right up like that. Okay. Interesting. Look at that. So this is really similar to how the poly dryer works. Oh, that's cool. These are magnetic, and oh man, oh, Polymaker, my friends, that's really cool. That is a really nice feature. Congrats, G2. That's cool. Seriously, that's a nice touch. Nice locking mechanism. You guys can't hear it, but bam, a nice click right there. Rubber grommets, both directions. Yep. Interesting. There's spots for desiccant, and this has a desiccant dry mode as well. All right, 2 boxes. Oops, that blocks everything. Oh, look at this laser cut packaging over here. And I wonder why they ended up putting the screen on the side. That's a question that I have. Are these meant to be side by side? All right, this feels really nice. It feels exactly like the A1 Mini. In fact, it's the same color plastic as the A1 Mini. The screen even looks the same. I guess that's where they got this idea from. Aesthetically. All right. There's a thing to peel. The adjustable screen. So let's see. Can I just auto centers? Can I have it this way? Sure. Can I have it this way? Sure. All right, we can lower this a little bit. What is this? There is a USB-C cable right there. What is this right here? These look like things you can punch out. And this looks like an AMS connection of some sort. I wonder if this is going to be some kind of expandable situation. All right, let's take a look inside one of these. This mechanism has a spring, by the way, and a detent. So let's open it. We have just some rollers. This is, I'm guessing, oh, okay. So this is where you put your desiccant packs. I guess we can put this right here. Yeah, there's desiccant area on both sides with this like great looking thing. Yep, pops in real easy. Do these spool, okay, that just pops out like that. I think I just popped some bearings out because they went onto the magnet. Or let's see, where does that go on the edges? On the ends? Where'd I pop these bearings out? I'm guessing that was like this. Nope. are these bearings from? All right, let me look at this one. I don't see any bearings. Oh, my rollers are up here. Oh, I see. So when I pop that open, my second set of rollers went up here. And they, yeah, okay, that's where they're from. That's where they at. All right, that goes here. Okay, so that's why this set only had one set of rollers. I was like, how is that roll? Like frictionless? All right, so we got rollers. Spin real easy, actually. So you can print out of this real easy. Okay. Wow. I don't know. This is kind of cool. I really like the ideas here. This is actually some kind of innovation instead of just carbon copying everything. So they're meant to be like this. I wish there was a handle. I guess there is, but I wish there was a handle on top. That would actually be a really easy mod to make, to kind of clamp on right here, since there's spots where you can hold. So there's a mod idea to make almost like a T-handle. So if you have several of these, you can kind of just pick one up. This is really cool. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Let me catch up with you guys. What are you thinking about this? I haven't really looked at the chat. I think I found the automated system. I'll post it in Discord. Okay, cool. Yeah, please. Let me see if you already did. Live stream. Nope. Chat about almost anything. Yes. Let me see if this is it. Yes, this is it, Zoomy. Thank you. This is, I was thinking about putting this on there just for fun. Here, let me do a like, and let's add it to, we'll just add it to home default for now. Yeah, I thought this was really neat. Prints, and then it uses a pusher to peel that off. I think this is great. It looks nice. Seems easy. It can print. Can it print on itself? X1, A1 Mini. Yeah, so it can print on itself. Great mod. And the fact that it's free and 3D Farmers. Good name. Here, well, I'll give you a follow, 3D Farmers. Thank you for this cool little mod here. I like it. I like it. And you know what? Give it a boost. Boost. Really cool idea. And implement. Fix this word because I can't spell. I spelled it so wrong. I can't even do it. Implementation. Guys, don't forget. This isn't my first language. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna write really cool idea because I can't spell, and I don't think he wants me to write anything in Russian. Post. Sometimes work the chat, sometimes not. Why? What do you mean? Like, why am I sometimes chatting with you guys and sometimes not? Because I was unboxing something and I was trying to show it off, and then I go back to the chat. That's why. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not the best at this. Anything with magnets automatically next level cool. I agree. A plan for a dryer. My plan for a dryer was a Voron frame and panels here. Yeah, we've seen that. Remember that one time we saw it at the upstairs of 3D Printopia? The screen's on the front, but the front's on the other side. Yeah. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate that. I can't read your name, but I appreciate you and welcome to the channel. Is Shitu owned by the same conglomerate that Bamboo is? Not as far as I know. I thought you converted an A1 Mini to dryer, but by the looks of the screen when I jump back in. Yeah, right? Yeah, it looks like it's a perfect fit. Have you seen the one that takes off the build plate? Yes, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's cool too. Different though. It's different, but cool. That's right. I guess the front being the side makes sense. You can put them side on the A1 too. Ah, that's true. Oh, that's it. Nigel, you nailed that. Yeah, yeah, you totally nailed that. Yeah, so this would go. I mean, this looks like it belongs. You know what's interesting is I just noticed even this plastic that's on top, this brown plastic, is a similar. It's not quite the same, but it's a similar idea as the AMS. The AMS has the same brownish plastic. I mean, even the build plate is this brown color. This is a direct bamboo match, which is kind of interesting. I gotta say, the dryers themselves, that this box is not the same as this. This is a different plastic. The magnets, the fact that you can seal them, man. And hold on, here's the question: can I seal them and put it on here? Yeah, man. This is a really cool system. The only thing this is missing is going hotter, like 85. Guys, like I said, if you're interested in purchasing one of these, please do me a favor and use my affiliate link. It would help me out. Good deal. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I would consider that one. I would highly consider that one. Like I said, the only reason why I'm interested in this, one, looks nice. Two, 85 degrees. I've been printing a lot of nylons and ABSs and I ordered a whole bunch of PPS for a project. I'm gonna test the H2D and its PPS components, or compatibility rather. Got a little box. What's in here? I'm guessing just power. It's smoke color, not brown. That's right. That's kind of, yeah, well, brownish. All right, so the power cable is unique on this. So that's something. It says auto silent, triple safety protection, up to 80C. Why does the side say 80C? Uh-oh. Is that just an inconsistency, or... Let's go to the Creality site. This one says up to 85C. Congratulations. Nice. Not available in AU. Of course, Nigel, of course. Yeah, it really does. I keep saying this over and over again, but Creality has really kicked it up in the design department, I gotta say. They're kind of coming into their own. Alright, this thing is packaged like a printer would be. That is some dense packaging. Okay, this thing is much larger. Maybe not much, but it's large. It's heavy. Yeah, let's get this box out the way. Okay. All right, this has some cool features I can see. Let's get a bigger view for you guys. It's only protected up to 80C. After that, you're on your own. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I don't like that. All right, let me move this. Maybe let's put it like that. Did I almost drop my entire tool bin over here? Yeah, I did. I almost dropped my entire tool bin. Don't do that. All right, let's check this thing out. Definitely bulkier. I guess when it's all said and done, it's about the same size. But the reason why it feels like that is because this is like one heavy metallic unit, whereas this is a modular, separable piece. The Crowley is very, very cool. I like it. Only for design. That is the first one like it. It's very good. Okay, so we have actual clamps, not just pass-throughs. That we have rubber seals for them at the lid. And remember when I said, guys, I don't like when the filament goes through the top? That's because if I have one in here and it's printing or something, when I go to open this, how do you open it? Slide to unlock. Oh, when you slide to unlock this, wow, rubber, nice. That felt expensive. When you do this, now that filament is going up here and it's running up and doing all kinds of wild stuff. There's lights in this. But check this out. Boom. We have pass-through on the back. That solves everything. That would completely resolve this issue. Essentially, you would put your filament in, and it would just be in here and all together, and you could open and close this thing all day long. Okay, so why is this one so much more? I can tell you right now. I see LED bars in here. On the inside, here, let me close one. The rubber grommet around is very nice. This does not have any rubber? No, it does not. So, let's see. Okay, what's in the center here? It says desiccant. Okay, so there's a little bay. A little bay for a single desiccant pack. See that? That's all you really need for one of these things, to be honest. Okay, that just clicks in place. Can I remove this while I'm in here? My alarm's going off. Must be 7:30. It is. Crowley looks like they took some spare parts from the CMS and made a dryer out of it. In a way, yes, but this is definitely different. The seal is very nice. All right, so we have a pass-through fan. It just gets air right behind it. It looks like this blows out. Interesting. So this fan actually expels air out of here, whereas this works in a really similar way to the Polymaker system, the Chitu one. Oh yeah, you gotta like push down on it, like get it into the rubber. Okay, this is a really quality unit. Like it feels expensive. Nice rubber feet on the bottom. The lids aren't flimsy. Like one thing I can say about this is, although that's nice, one thing I noticed. See this little wobble? This is not a big deal at all. But you see that? Like you can like misalign it for a split second because there's a little bit of play. But at the same time, this is like, oh yeah, this feels like an AMS unit. It's the same weight. Interesting. What's inside there? I see a little tiny board over there with a Creality logo on it. Yeah, this thing is all business right here. This thing's no joke. How much time we got? We got about 30 minutes. Why don't we power them on and look at their interfaces? This one has this custom cable. I think this one has a different type of cable as well. Yeah, the kind with the 2 prongs. Maybe I can borrow that from the iBose over here from the floor. Guys, I have so many different dryers. You can compare them like you can with printers. Like there's just an abundance of these things out of nowhere. All right, let's bring this closer. Can I reach this one to here? I can try. I can pull this out further. Yeah, okay. We'll be able to do that. This we can plug in here. All right, Creality's plugged in. Let me move my 3D printed box. I'll get you guys a wider angle in just a second. Can we move this even closer? We can. Plug this in. our base station over here. Base station. Here, I'll put them at the end. Okay, I kind of like the way that the Chi2 Systems one does the side. Does the side thing like this. That's nice. Constant missed calls. Hey, One Raz, what's up? Hey, DeWitt. Hey, BWS, what's up? RGB text. Watch it from my phone in the car. Just got an ad break for Creality Pi. Look at that. Yeah, they're really on it, huh? Okay, let's power both these on. I'm really interested in what this USB-C is for, what the little expansion pieces are for. But let's go ahead and power them both up. All right, we got a Creality logo first. But both of these screens have film on it that I didn't remove. All right, so there they are. Here, let's move this on about the same level. What I can do with this, actually. Let's get you guys like this. The glare. Let's see. Boom. Adjustable screen. Look at that. All right, we can do this. There and here. I love this arm. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. This just says auto. That's kind of interesting. What happens when we click auto? This is in Chinese. That's not good. Can I change the language? I'm guessing this is okay. At least that was easy to find. All right, what's auto do? Auto drying. With auto drying enabled, the system monitors chamber humidity and starts drying it if it exceeds the threshold. Keep the device powered on. That's cool. Auto dehume. Auto dehume. When the auto dehume is enabled, the rear dehumidification fan will turn on immediately during drying to expel moisture. I like the auto drying feature. That is really cool. Okay, what's this little guy? My drying. So we got 50C, 60C, 80C. So these are just your three automated modes that you can set up. Dry dual chamber. Please confirm the filament spool heat resistance to 70. Okay, so, oh, yeah, it just lit up. So that was the build. I'm going to end it. So that is just one way to start them both at the same time. That is really cool. If you hit right, I'm guessing it'll just go right. No. If I click this. Okay, so clicking on any of these just takes you to one or the other. Click the little R. No. Okay, so that's interesting little quirk for whatever reason. I can't select the R. If I click here. Weird. Is that a little glitch? If I hit the right one. That's a little weird little glitch right here. If I hit the right one, I can't actually select the right. I can only select left. But if I hit the left one, I can select... Oh, you have to hit the opposite one? That's strange. I don't really like that. So if I hit the left one, is the left one selected? Yeah, it's green. If I hit the right one, is there... Oh, I see. You got to look for the... Not with the background of the button, the green letter. And this is just the light. Yeah, I can turn the light on. What's this? Target temperature, drying time. Okay. What's this? This you can just manually put in up to 80 degrees. Escape. And this is time. Yep, you just manually... Up to 48 hours you can put in. And this is just ready, go. Interesting. I really like the auto feature. Let's see. Auto mute. What's auto mute? Auto silent. When cabin temperature reaches target, the fan slows. That's nice. Yep. Lighting while drying. Yeah, sure. End beeping. Okay. Screen off. All right. Brightness. Units are in Celsius. Language. Online manual. Reset to default and about. And there is a firmware version. I wonder how you would do firmware on this. Is there a USB-C cable here as well, or a plug underneath somewhere. How would we do a firmware update? I do see this little piece right here. It kind of looks like you can put your fingernail in. Oh, is that for a... Oh, okay. That's not what that is. This is actually for a SD card. So you would be able to swap the firmware with the SD card, and I guess on there, you'd be able to swap the firmware through that USB-C. The end beeping on the poly dryer drives me nuts. Yeah, micro SD slot. That's what it is. Cool. This is a really quality piece. I would say, out of all the ones that I've had, the poly dryer, the E-Box, the iBose, the Sunlu was probably the highest quality. What other one do I have? I have the S2, the Space Pi. I would say this is higher quality than all of those. Even the Space Pi, it feels plasticky compared to this. This is nice. I understand why this is $200. You can't quite make out that through the marketing and the pictures. Oh, so there's a 12-month warranty, which is interesting. Lifetime customer support. Yeah, this is a really nice unit. Now I'm questioning this 85C thing. Because everywhere it says 80. Okay, let's see. Allowing the temperatures to reach up to 85. Okay, so the heater goes to 80, but the temperature can go up to 85. Okay. Gimmicky, I get it. Cool, that's nice. All right, now let's check out this guy. Yeah. I'll probably get rid of the 2 S4s depending on long-term reviews. Yeah, I'll definitely be testing this. I gotta find a space for it, to be honest. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. It'll probably sit under the K2 Plus. Okay, let's go for this. Let's check out the menus here. I can tell you right now, the screen has a slightly worse angle effect to it. Like, I have to sit a lot more straight to get a quality reading on it. But I do like the fact that it's rotatable. Let's take off this little guy just so I can see a little bit better. Okay, the screen is definitely a lower quality. You can kind of like see the dots on there, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and do auto heating. And left and right, yes. 50% humidity? No, way less. I want it to like 40. It already start up. Target temperature, let's go 60. Drying time, we'll give it an hour. Okay, let's do that. I want this thing to... I want to hear it running. I know you guys aren't going to necessarily hear that. That is not bad. Okay. So, about the noise of a power supply fan. All right, let's get into this. Okay, home. We can choose between these two. Okay, definitely a lower grade screen, if that matters for somebody. You kind of have to like press down on it. Currently it's 22C45. What does this mean? Max 45. So out of just my immediate reaction is the user experience here is slightly worse. I'm kind of guessing. So this is a time. It's currently 43% humidity inside. Why it says... Oh, I guess that's right. Okay. So we can hit play if we turn it up. So this is the temperature. All right. We'll turn it up to 70. Whoops. Back. 70. Okay. You know, this reminds me of kind of like a better version of the original Space Pi screen. The original Space Pi screen's horrible. 40. Okay, we'll just hit play. Okay, louder. This is definitely louder. Sounds a little bit more hollow. So right now, it is only using this one on the right. Also, what is this little thing? What's this little thing right here? I want to know. Is this a kickstand? What is this for? Some kind of little grate. I guess I'll have to look up in the instructions what that's for. but I just randomly noticed it. Yeah, okay, so right now it's just heating this one in the back. And we have an error in Chinese. Oh, probably because like I took it off. Okay, first of all, is there settings? Okay, look at this. Let's see if we can figure out language here. I'm guessing this. English, yes. Okay, there we go. Intelligent control. Automatic drying, it has it as well. We'll go on. Okay, yeah, this says the same thing. So automatic drying, silent mode, cool, it has the same features. Filament box automatic identification. When the filament box automatic identification mode is activated, the system will continue to automatically detect the installation status of each filament box. If the installation status of the box is abnormal or cannot be identified, the device will not be able to start drying. After this mode is turned off, the drying system of the device will not be affected by the installation status of boxes. So that's why I threw that error when I picked up the box. That's actually smart. Okay, I like that. We'll keep that on. Yep, screen off. No, we should do maybe 5 minutes. Firmware update as well is done through here. Reset. Nope. Cool. Okay, I like that. What's this? And what's this? Okay, so this menu, I kind of have to like figure out what I'm looking at here. But this one seems way simpler. So this is presets. Yeah, so you have 4 presets, very similar to the other machine. And then here, can I just select the preset? No, this is manual. How do I select one of those presets? Do I just hit this? Oh, okay, you just go through there. All right, so this is manual. You can hit here, select which one of these things, and then hit set. So you can preset up 4 of these things. Okay, so definitely a worse UI, but the functionality is almost identical. The only thing I would say that this does not have, well, the 2 things it does not have. This goes to 70, and it doesn't have like the LEDs and like the fine quality bits. This doesn't have, like on the other end of that, this, oh, it's really hot actually. This doesn't have the ability to store and be sealed with magnets. So they both, and look at that, it gives an error. This box 1 is no longer on the base. Drying has been terminated. That's nice. Actually, can I start this on both? Here, let's go here. Let's go 1, set, go. Go here, 2, set. Okay, that's already going. All right, so they're both going. Volume-wise, I know you guys aren't gonna be able to tell. I mean, this is the G2 systems is definitely a little bit louder, but not by much. Mostly because they're like hollow boxes in comparison. This is like sealed, crazy sealed heavy unit. Interesting. They both have really good things going for them. Like how often are you going to be using this interface? I guess all the time, right? How, like, can you complain about the interface being kind of finicky? I guess G2 systems can always update this experience, since you can just do a firmware update through here. I'm also really interested to know what those connectors are for. Man, this thing really has something to it. I didn't expect that. That was actually a lot of fun. Guys, there's about 12 minutes left or so in our Polymaker filament giveaway. If you guys are going to stick around till the end, I suggest you jump in on that link. You can be anywhere in the world. As long as you're subscribed and are present for the giveaway, you should be good to go. You have a seat here. Yeah, so the one question I have, and I guess I'll find this out as time goes on. Yeah, okay, so this gets air from the bottom. My worry is that this one, not so much this, although I guess I could worry the same thing here. Is it sealed? No, it also gets air from the bottom. My worry is that both of these units are kind of low to the ground. And this mat right here warps really easily with heat. And my Space Pie, I ruined one of these mats. I had it sitting on this mat overnight heating. And when I came back, this thing was so warped, I couldn't get it back in the shape. I went and bought another one. And I had printers do that as well. Like some printers got so hot on the bottom that they actually warped this. And I'm worried that both of these units are going to do that. But look at that. We're seeing almost at 80 degrees already. On this. Actually, let's go to max on both of these things. So here, I'll go to the preset and I'll make setting 4 70. Let's go back. 70, 8 hours. That's fine. Go. And then let's do the same thing on here. Oh, okay. So once you set the 4, it's set. So how do I make it? So I do this. I have to stop it. Okay. 2, stop, okay. And then let's go here. And I'm going to select this, hit go. And I know there's no filament in there. That's going to behave differently with filament. Let's go this one, 70C, go. All right, I know I didn't do it at the same time. Yeah, the screen is definitely just worse on this machine. You have to like press, kind of like the original Creality Space Pie. This feels like a much more expensive unit, and it is a more expensive unit. Here, let's lower this down. Our Sunlu one's too weak. Oh, that wasn't for me. Okay. I have to get a new dryer. The old Sunlu one I have just doesn't cut it anymore. I have both. I have the S2, and do I still have the S2? Yeah, I have the S2, and I have the S4. The S4 is amazing. It's just a powerhouse. Holds a crap ton of spools. I love it, but it is a single chamber. This is definitely an upgrade. It goes to 50C. Yeah, that's not enough. I wouldn't be happy with that. I mean, listen, if you're on PETG, it's fine. But for me, the whole point of these dryers is for ABS, ASA, nylons. For me personally. Let's see. No, not the instructions. God forbid a man should read the directions. No way. I skipped over it. Yep, that's right. That's right. I'll look it up later and pretend I knew it. So the one thing I don't have, one of these that I don't have is the Sunlu. Yeah, let's type in Sunlu dryer because there is a newer unit, not the S4. It's like a giant. It's the same size box. But this. So check this out, guys. I don't know if you even know about this. So Sunlu has this. This thing goes to 110 degrees. So you can anneal in this. This is a whole different animal. Like, this is not meant to be a box that just holds a bunch of filament in it and for convenience. No. This is a dryer. Fill a dryer. Fill a partner. Yeah, you can anneal, which is so cool. Yeah, 110, you can get yourself in trouble with 110. This is essentially an actual oven. But, you know, the downside of this thing is the size. You guys can tell, like, it's as wide as a 3D printer. Also, see a little radio over here. What we got? Why is there a stack with no camera and 2? Is this? Oh, okay. That's one is from a battery. I was gonna say, is this AI? The screen's lit, but there's nothing on it. What an interesting quad. That's weird. But yeah, we got a whole oven situation over here. $500 watts. So this is nylon. 70 for 10 hours. Wow, that's usually what I do. 80 for 4 hours and 90 for 2 hours. I mean, this infographic looks really good. I'd love to test this, but that's nice. That's crazy nice. Yeah, so the S4 was 300. Took longer to everything, and the Max was 70. The S2, 3 times longer, also 70. Doesn't have any fans in it. That's the one thing I don't like about the 2. And also the base, really difficult to put this thing anywhere. Very good. Yeah, this is something I'd like to check out at some point. Although I don't have the space for this at all. So maybe I don't want to check it out. But look, Aurora did a video on it. Is that 3D printing nerd? Oh, okay. I like that Joel's comment is next to... Yeah, man, this thing's big. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I have the other 2 Sunlow dryers. So maybe it'll be time. Maybe it'll be worth checking it out. You can make bread in there? That's right. Just for comparison, my Polymaker showed about 60C after running a bit. Yeah, I mean, I use the Polymaker all the time. The thing with Polymaker, though, is it doesn't have a readout for temperature. And I definitely don't like that. Did you ever go back and look for the plane? No, I talk about it all the time. Everything's blooming now, too, so it's going to be a total pain. No, I did not. I haven't had the time. Although the S2 has a single fan underneath. I don't think the S2 one does. Maybe. I'm thinking. My E-Box, not Sunlow, the eSun E-Box has a fan in it, and the fan broke, and I had to replace it, and I put a little RGB fan in there, but at least now I know when it's on, it's silent. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Matt H. Appreciate that. And Metal Dirt Skin as well. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the channel. All right, so we have about 5 minutes left in our Polymaker giveaway. If you guys are going to stick around, definitely jump in. There's 56 people in there. So plenty of good chance to win. You just have to be present and subbed to the channel, and this can be anywhere in the world. So 3 minutes left. Give you guys some time. In the meantime, the sponsor of this live stream is me. 3dprintsos.com, where you can get cool shirts like this one I just recently made, called The Original Farmer. Look at that. How fun is that? And you can look this good in it. Look at that. Fantastic. The price is as low as I could possibly go and still be able to make anything on it. This is mostly for you guys to get something back instead of just digitally subscribing to the channel or receiving some membership digitally. You get something. One of my favorites is the Snip Snip shirt. Obviously, the 3D print shirt gets a lot of compliments all the time. We have the original I'm a Farmer shirt in different varieties. Classic logo. We have the Blob. We all know that hot end. I'm sure everyone that's had this hot end has also had the Blob. Actually, that'd be fun. Let me know, guys. Gift to Twitch chat. What's this? 3dprintsos is currently live on Twitch. You can gift this product to lucky viewers who watch the stream. Look at that. You know what, guys? We have 3 minutes in the other one. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm going to do that. Here's the deal, guys. I'm going to give this to somebody in the Twitch chat after we draw our Polymaker giveaway. I wonder how this works. I didn't even know this was a thing. Interesting. I'll do that. Enter? Is that how you do it? AFM? Is that? I literally have no clue. Enter. I don't think you have to enter yet. I'll figure out how to do that. I would love to be able to give this away. I definitely don't have anything set up, so maybe this is a bad idea, but I'll try it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't make promises. We'll try this, and if it works, I'll give one away. If not, I'll find some other way. For now, let's focus on this one. There's 86 seconds left. I do have a resin printer to unbox, but I'll have to wait on that one. That's true. That's true. Ah, I see. That is a problem, actually. Which one, by the way? Which Sunlow dryer? I have a question. I'm a user K1 and Anycubic Photon Mono X. And I'm new to 3D prints. I make figure and I paint, but the thing I want to buy next printer is more powerful FDM. Oh, okay. Now that makes a lot more sense. Cool. I'm the opposite. I have a little bit of resin experience and I have some resin machines, but I'm definitely all FDM. It depends on what you're trying to use the FDM machine for. For example, something like the A1, like the Bambu Lab A1 or the A1 Mini, are great at PLA, maybe some PETG. They're great at TPU, so like a rubber material. But if you want to print ABS ASA, you want to look at something enclosed. And there's a ton of machines that are amazing now that are enclosed. It's even hard to recommend one. Maybe look at my video that I recently did with a whole bunch of different like top of the line machines. Maybe check that out. But yeah, it all depends on what you want to do. Don't think that the mechanics of the machine really matter anymore. They don't. It's more of the shape of the machine. Like an enclosed bed slinger is still an enclosed machine, can still do whatever. An open Core XY machine can still only print things that don't need an enclosure. So it's just it's your budget and what you're trying to print. Lucky for you, there's a lot of really good machines out there right now. All right, let's see. Giveaway. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. I have to do this first. Giveaway, tickets, Sunlu. I don't know what the ticket thing is. I've never set that up. Yes. Thank you, Kenneth. I literally just like set it up and then had a kid, and I haven't been able to actually go in there and do anything. The 3D print shirt got me prizes a Murph. Did it really? That's cool. Did you mention anyone where it was from? Oh, that's cool. Did you take any kind of video or anything about that? That would be fun to watch. I'm kind of interested to see that. Hey, Mid. Spicy. I can't get Twitch to load. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's do this giveaway first. Let's do Polymaker. Polymaker, thank you very much for giving away a spool for every live stream that we do. I love it. Everyone loves it. Thank you very much. All right, y'all. 59 of you are in there. Let me refresh to make sure. 59 people. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get winners. Draw a winner. One. Draw. All right, we have a winner. Show winner with avatar. And our first international winner. It is Owen M. Owen, are you in the live chat? If you are, let us know. Because you won yourself some filament from Polymaker. I'm over here now trying to win both. Cool. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for being there. Owen, are you here? Congratulations. So what we usually do is I give the winner a couple minutes here. So I'll wait till 8:05. If you're not in the chat, you have to be present to win. If you're not in the chat, I will pick somebody else. You know what? If somebody makes another account, they subscribe to the channel, and then they win, I'm okay with that. You're here supporting me. I'm okay with that. Is there a sleep feature on here? Screen off. Yeah, there we go. 5 minutes. Definitely don't need that screen to be on. All right, these things are hot, hot. Oof. Let's see underneath. Warm, but not bad. Let's see underneath here. Hot and warping my table. See, there you go. That's the worry. So this circulates air in a different way. Stop this one. And stop this one. Yeah, something to look out for. It's not going to matter for 99% of people, but it definitely warps these mats. All right, so that should be off. And we can turn this off as well. And dual chamber. All right, let's see. Are you in here, Owen, because you won yourself some filament, and we have 1 more minute before I pick somebody else. Ah, true. That's a bummer. By the way, guys, when I, even if Owen shows up after I say that it's cut off, it's cut off. I've given away multiple spools before for people showing up right after I say it's over. So you guys have about 1 more minute until, or Owen, you have about 1 more minute to claim your prize. I'll pick somebody else. Hey, Jason. Owen's not here, man. Hey, Jack. Right. Well, I give everybody some time to come in. All right, guys. It is 8:05. Owen, I'm sorry. I am going to go ahead and pick somebody else. Better luck next time. But thank you for being here at some point and showing love. I'm sorry I can't give you the film. All right, here. He's been unannounced. Let's pick a new one. Repick. Repick. All right, we got another one. Announce winner with avatar. Announce. All right, our new winner is Amanda S. Amanda S. That's not my wife, is it? Amanda S. Congratulations! I saw you in here in the beginning of the stream. Hopefully, you're still around. Oh, there she is. Amanda, congratulations. Amanda SOS, right? It's not her. It's a different Amanda. That's funny. No, they don't spill the spools. Only the IBOS does. Amanda, congratulations. You won yourself a spool of filament. Well, it's more than a spool, depending. You won yourself some filament. Nice. So, Amanda, here's what you need to do. Please let me know in the chat that you confirm that you understand what to do. Please email me at fedor@3dprintsos.com. Okay, so that's FEDOR at 3dprintsos.com. You can get that email in the About section of my YouTube channel. But it's Fedor, FEDOR, at 3dprintsos.com. Email me that you won this giveaway, and what I'll do is, one, I'll confirm your email in case it's some rando sends me an email because I have it from that giveaway, but I'll confirm it to you, and I will give you a code to put into a Polymaker's form, and that will add an account for their site, which you can use to make your purchase. All right? So, why? Let me know if that's cool and you understand. And once again, congratulations. And thank you, Polymaker, for making this happen. All right, guys. I'm going to do the shirt thing, and then I got to run. So let's figure that out. Amanda, let me know. Confirm in the chat that you understand what to do. before I scroll away from the screen. And, you know, I'm aware that there is a delay on the chat. She's probably running around somewhere. Oh, there you go. Yep, got it. Okay. Congrats. Congrats. Enjoy your filament. All right, everybody, let's try this. I don't know what to do, but I want to give away. Yes, I agree. I agree with Lamrith. Beautiful filament. In fact, even if you can't print the ASA, the Galaxy Black or Galaxy Blue PLA is also great. I just used it on that table in my latest video, and it's amazing. There's way less of a delay on Twitch, by the way. It's kind of the point. You're like, it's not a recording that you can constantly go back. It is recorded, but it's live. You can't just like go back. So, which is really cool. All right, let's figure this out. I don't know how to do that, but let's go. So I'm gonna give this to chat. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull this off this screen, and I'll buy this. Let's see. So, gifting. Let's gift. All right. So let's put in my email. My billing address. All right. Leave a message for 3D Print SOS. No, we don't need to do that. Is this optional? Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna buy this. It has prepaid shipping. By the way, guys, if this doesn't work, just so you know, I apologize. I'm kind of testing this, so I don't mean this thing to be a tease, but let's see. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get a code. I'm just signing in here so I can make this purchase. Where's my code? Oh, it came on my phone. Okay. Let's see. We got 190828. All right. I'm going to pay in full. Okay. Your payment's being processed. This is really cool. I didn't know you could do this. Okay, let's go to Twitch and see. All right. This is going to be like a crazy thing like this. All right. I'm not going to be able to view my own Twitch, I don't think. All right. I bought it. It's confirmed. So now what? The giveaway should be starting soon at twitch.tv, 3dprintsos.com, or twitch.tv/3dprintsos. We also sent an order confirmation to me. Okay. All right. So that's paid. Okay. I did it. And so, okay. So I'm going to pull the Twitch off as well, just so we don't get like a window in a window in a window situation. New giveaway. Okay, so it announces it in it. New giveaway. Enter to win. Enter to win in the next 180 seconds for a chance to win. Cool. I've never done this before, guys, so I'm learning with you. All right, well, it looks like you have a few minutes. How cool is that? I'm excited. I wonder how this works. I'm also noticing that the chat in my YouTube thing, chat call out is kind of weird. Where is it? Is it YouTube chat? Is it this? Why doesn't it go to the bottom? Can I pull this down? Huh. Okay. You do those giveaways on Pezla's stream often. Oh, yeah? Yeah, Pezla has some great streams. But she doesn't do YouTube, right? She's specifically only on Twitch. All right, so how do I monitor this? Like, when do I know? So is this? So this is just completely automated? Hype. And when you guys do the exclamation enter, I've never done it before myself. Does it give you like a menu? It's all built in? She has YouTube as well? No time to create a Twitch account. As long as you're live. Oh, okay, cool. That's neat. All right, I gotta like actually go really soon. So hopefully this thing finishes up here. It didn't say minutes, did it? It said seconds, right? Oh, here we go. Giveaway. Giveaway winner announcement. The Shrimp Father won a gift of my shirt. Congratulations. And it tells you where to go to redeem. Look at that. How cool is that? That's really fun. I'll definitely do that more often. There you go. Congratulations, Martin. So we got Martin and Amanda as the winners. And I'm guessing you guys know each other. That's really cool. That was really fun. Rigged. Yeah. That's cool. Amanda wins, then Martin wins. Do you guys know each other? Actual question. Or just internet friends. Martin prints all Amanda's stuff because she tells him to. Okay. I need to know the lore, you know? That is really cool. That was fun. I can't believe it's so automated. That's very well done. Both from my store side and also Twitch side. That is really neat. I love it. I wish. Oh, look at that. This button even says that I'm live up here. I wonder if there's a way to put that somewhere more like in front. I'll take a look to see if I can make that more accessible and more easy, because that's really fun. The lore has back a few scrolls. Nice. Relationship canon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it there. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to Polymaker for giving away Filament on these live streams. Got my shirt claimed. Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations to the Shrimp Father and Amanda for the wins. That was awesome. Guys, if you are going to check out the Space Pi 4X or this really interesting and innovative solution by Chitu Systems, please consider using my links in the description. They will highly help the channel. Even if you're just perusing Amazon and you're going to buy something else, if you just use that link, I get a small kickback. Everything helps. Amazon isn't my biggest thing on there. I think, like, for example, last month I made like $30. So it's not like it's bread and butter, but every little bit helps, and I highly appreciate it. And it's one way I can do things like this, like give away one of these cool shirts. So, yes, please hit the like on the way out. Thanks for the awesome stream. Absolutely. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting. All that stuff. Yep. And my wife and everyone else is back in the house. I hear everything upstairs, so I got to run. Thank you all. I'll see you all later. Guys, by the way, do me a favor. If you're bored or whatever, watch my latest video that I dropped. Was it this morning or yesterday? It didn't get much love, and I put in a lot of work and effort into that video, even though it's a short one. So please just go ahead and watch that video. I would really appreciate it. All right, everybody, that was a lot of fun. I'll see you guys later. Peace.